Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back. I have a reading for you. We're going to jump right in. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're having a great Monday. All right, so the card that came out for you right off the bat, Scorpio, we have Hammer and the Coffin. Okay, so first let's start with the Coffin. I feel like something is ending in the universe with the Hammer is telling you not to sabotage that ending. Allow it to end, release it, grow, and transform your life in a major way. Okay. So, with that Coffin, it talks about endings that bring in new beginnings. So, you can expect that something is leaving your life, but something new, refreshed, and meant for you and fulfilling is coming in. So, you shouldn't feel like you're losing. You should feel like you're winning. This is a time that you're going to be experiencing a ton of growth. There's a lot of changes happening in your life, so you need to remain flexible and adaptable to those changes. It's only for your highest good. You also could have a period of liberation, so freedom from a certain toxic cycle or drama or chaos or some situation that no longer serves you. And you're reaching a beginning of some type of transition. You're transitioning into the new. Now we have Hammer here, so it tells you to be careful of sabotaging things, knowing that you're going to be rebuilding something. So whatever is being taken or that's ending for you, you will be rebuilding it elsewhere and having a much more successful outcome. There could be some type of interrogation going on, maybe around you. You're seeing that maybe there's some type of investigation or interrogation within a certain situation that needs to have some big force that, sets the law, or this could be happening to you. Something is repetitive and it's not working. Okay. So it's like repeating the same thing over and over again, but nothing fruitful is coming from it. I see you being very persistent and working on it, or working on ending this, working on rebuilding something. So you have a lot of motivation or drive to get where you need to be, but you also have to let something end or release something. Okay, so we will be talking about that. Let me see what's over here. Bottom of the deck, we have separation. So you could be on the beginning stages of separating from something. There's some sadness here. You may be missing someone, or someone's going to miss you. Someone could be thinking about you, yearning for you, and they're unsure of your future together. Obviously, the universe is saying separate, okay? Let's see what else came out for you. Okay, we have heartstrings. This card talks about stringing something along or being strung along, getting pregnant, entrapment, and playing with feelings. Okay, so maybe the universe really wants to separate you from whatever this situation is that's pulling at your heartstrings. Expect to get a call soon, maybe from this person or dealing with the situation. You'll be hearing from something or someone. There's a conversation. You'll be talking, and maybe someone's getting unblocked. Okay, so maybe communication can finally come in or flow. We have the card of finality. So something is truly ending in your life, something that is not meant to be. So there could be a situation where there's a lot of differences, unable to come to common ground or see eye to eye. There could be a divorce on the way. There's a breakup happening, and the universe is telling you not to look back as you're departing from this situation. All right, we have family here. So maybe a big concern for you is family, your family. Maybe you made a family with someone that you're going to end up going separate ways. But this also talks about maybe starting a family, making a home somewhere, or finding your home. So, like fourth house energy with your roots, with your ancestry, finding what's comfortable to you, what works in your life versus trying to fit a block into a circle. Like really finding your environment and what works for you. Finally finding grounding, somewhere that you can stay, somewhere that feels safe. And that's what it says, feeling safe. Okay, so you definitely are moving into a spot where you feel grounded, you feel secure, you feel permanent, and you feel safe, and lots of security. All right, so with that being said, let's jump into your reading. Let's see what's going on for my Scorpios. All right, so what does my Scorpio have coming up for them? What can they expect? Who's coming towards them or departing from them? Give me some messages for Scorpio. Give me some messages for Scorpio about this situation. What do they need to know? All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. So there was a lot of wishful thinking around a situation that you're now seeing. You need to set your sights on something new. Maybe you had a lot of wishful thinking about a career. Maybe you're having some issues within your industry and you're just hoping, I can stay at this company. It's going to be just fine. It's This will pass, but the universe is like, no. We don't want to see you suffer anymore with the 10 of Wands. It's time for you to go or release that. If it's like a connection, a relationship, maybe it's a living situation for you, this can be so much. This could even be a passion of yours that maybe you have a lot of passion. So the universe is like, listen, I know you feel passionate about this, but there's something better suited for you that you can be equally as passionate about and that will actually work, that will have results. I also see you as the Queen of Pentacles, or building the Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles in your life. So you could be working on your daily routine, like your schedule, getting more organized, planning ahead, being disciplined. You could be working on your behavior. Okay, so maybe just, maybe you're not making the best decisions or best actions in the past and trying to revisit that and just make sure that you're making better decisions moving forward. You could be working on your finances, you're working on your home life or your home environment in some way, and you will be successful. So, what you're building is that Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles energy. It requires effort and for you to stay focused. And I think that's why the universe is saying, whatever has been keeping you doubting yourself or in this loop, it has to get the hell on, okay? It just doesn't fit in your lifestyle anymore. All right, so the cards that came out for you, we have the Star, the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. Your circumstances change quite, like, it's like a 180. Like, your circumstances are about to change so much. And then you have Justice here. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Okay. With that Star card energy, I feel like you prayed about something or you wished for something, maybe in an emotional state. So you could have been sad, maybe you were happy, maybe it was in an energy of like gratitude, but you wished for something. You put it out into the universe with lots of emotion and intention, and the universe is responding. They're sending you a blessing or a miracle or an out from a very difficult situation. Okay. Now, within your lifestyle or what's changing for you, I see you getting really deep into your healing trauma, healing, past wounds, healing betrayal, healing whatever needs to be healed within you that allows you to get unstuck. I see you having a deep focus on that. You could really get deep into your spirituality. So you could be meditating a lot. Maybe you're centering yourself. You're doing more grounding practices throughout your day. You're choosing healthier options when it comes to hobbies, interests, maybe food, maybe like vices. You're choosing more healthier options here, even though a vice is a vice, right? But something healthier than what you were doing before. I feel like your skin is getting clearer. So there's something was really stressing you to hell out. And I see that with the next card, the Ten of Wands. And it could have had a big response through your skin or your hair or maybe even your body. You've suffered some type of changes. This is not like how you usually look or what you usually, the aesthetic that you usually give. And I feel like you're getting back to the aesthetic that you want to give. Very glowy, very beautiful, very handsome. Hair is growing, hair is nice and full and thick. Feeling healthier, like if you had any pains or you dealt with like any stomach issues, something really was associated to your environment and that's going to be restored for you. So you're getting rejuvenated here. Now let's clarify that and see what's going on. Tell me about the Star for my Scorpions. Ooh, okay. First and foremost, you're going to defeat whatever this is. So if you are dealing with a bad relationship or bad living environment, If you're dealing with work issues, finances, whatever it was that was kind of keeping you burdened, you are defeating it, but you're doing it as you're moving away from it. You're not trying to stand your guard and fight your position. You're getting out of town or you're getting out of Dodge, and that's how you're defeating this. You have to cut out the distractions and whatever was holding you back completely. I see you actually doing this and being successful with it, okay? So you're entering a transitional period, almost like the Six of Swords, where the universe is removing you out of a situation and pushing you towards your peace. You do have the Four of Cups here. So obviously there's something, life could have been feeling very dull for you. Didn't feel very exciting. Even if exciting things were happening, like I know your birthday just passed recently. Maybe that wasn't really exciting for you and you couldn't really be immersed in your day to day because of whatever burden you've been holding on to. And I also feel like because of this and how you've been feeling, there's been opportunities that the universe has been giving you. There's been opportunities that the universe has been giving you to get you out, but you have been overlooking them because of your circumstance. Now you're not. Now you're not going to miss an opportunity. You're paying attention now. You're more alert or aware now. Queen of Swords, I feel like you've come to a final decision about something. You still are receptive to whatever this energy is, so you could still be in this situation. You still are listening if someone has something to get off their chest, but you have a final decision. Something is really like finality in your brain. You're like, no, this is what I'm going to do. I didn't really want to do this, but this is what I have to do. Okay? Tell me more about that. How is Scorpio going to deal with this and move forward from this? Tell me about the Four of Cups. All right, we have what is this? Okay, Page of Wands. So you're getting good news first and foremost. This is what's getting you out of it. You feel like you're hearing good news after a long time of maybe not hearing good news. So some good news is coming to your door. You're not missing it. The universe could purposely be putting this everywhere that you're looking so that you don't miss it. It's giving you an out from this situation that has been feeling very lackluster or unfulfilling. We have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. So again, there's something here that you are ready to step into. You feel this calling from the universe and you're not ignoring it this time. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Seven of Cups. Okay. So before, when your head was kind of in the clouds and maybe you had an illusion about life and you had a lot of options but didn't know which one to take, you're finally making your decision. So you have a lot of passions that you could go after. So many, it's crazy. Like, it's not normal. Then you may feel inspired a lot throughout this chaos that you came up with these bright ideas, but you never acted on one. You're finally about to act on one. There's something that you feel you're coming out of this indecision, you're making clarity about. You're going to, choose. So that's the Queen of Swords. You're finally making a decision. You're getting a blessing or a miracle. You know it doesn't come by every month. You know that this is like once in a lifetime with that star. And so you're going to be very decisive about it. All right, so Ten of Wands. I feel like the Ten of Wands is being removed out of your life where you feel very burdened. You feel like you have a ton of responsibility, not enough time, not enough resources. That's being removed. But also even in the transition of going towards this offer that's coming towards you, this blessing, it takes a lot of work to get situated or prepared for that. So there's a lot of hard work up ahead for you to be able to take part of this, but you're doing it. I see you doing it. Let's see. Tell me more about this for Scorpio with the Ten of Wands. Like you're cleaning up house or you're packing, you're moving, or you're just getting your paperwork together. You're doing whatever is needed to make this transition. Even if this is you changing up your habits, your routine, it could be hard at first, but you're following through. I feel like you're not failing here. Yeah. What keeps you going is this good news. This good news is like really good news. It's like It's coming in after a time of feeling like you weren't getting a lot of good news or a lot of luck in your life. So you're feeling very lucky or inspired here, and you're curious about what it would be to do this thing, to move to this area, to go to this other job, to, change your circumstances, or even be single for some of you who are dealing with someone in a relationship that you're clearing that out. You're curious about it, and that curiosity is like making you work or making you do whatever is needed, even if it's tough. You're pushing through. Knight of Swords, you're seizing this opportunity. You understand what the universe is doing for you. You have the clarity now with that Queen of Swords, and you're going after it. So good for you, Scorpio. You have a lot of positive things up ahead if you stick with this. Something is just looks really appealing to you, and that's why you're going after it. It just sounds appealing. It looks appealing. If you're moving somewhere, you're like, oh, I always want to live there. Or it looks nice over there. I think I want to go. Maybe you're getting some videos that are coming up on your feed showing you this location, and you're like, I would love to live there. Or if this is a new job, it feels very favorable to you. It looks really cool or interesting. It's, very passionate for you. It's an attractive offer coming towards you. I feel like this is a good time to use your imagination of what your future is going to look like visualizing it, visualizing what you want for yourself, what you want for your finances, what you want your next love to look like, what you want your living situation to look like. It's a good time to assemble like a mood board or even get pictures on your phone, make a collage. It's a really good time for you to visualize those things. What I see for you is that you're having some type of upgrade in life because you're choosing to adopt the Emperor energy, which is just getting very serious about your goals in your life. Taking responsibility for things that maybe have been hard for you to do before. Really becoming a breadwinner, working really hard, getting your finances in order, just getting serious about your goals. All right, tell me more about the Page of Wands. What is this good news coming towards my Scorpios? What can they amount this to? All right, we have meditation. So it's a peace retreat for you, or something that looks like peace. Getting out of the chaos and having peace in your life, having some type of equilibrium, feeling very grounded, feeling like life is very calm and not chaotic. That looks appealing to you. So that's why you're going to make this very clear decision that you are. You're over something with the King of Swords. You're over the repetition, the cycles repeating themselves, and you want an out. So you're getting off of this ride and you're going on to the next one. And when you go to this new area, this new community, this new relationship, or just even being single and maybe just putting yourself out there or not, maybe even a new family dynamic, we have the 10 of Cups. So it can only be positive. It's bringing a ton of fulfillment. Where you've been feeling really empty in your life with that 4 of Cups, you will feel like your cup is being filled here. You have very supportive family that you could be going towards. You may have some really supportive friends. This community that you could be moving to is going to be very positive and nice, better for your children, better for yourself if you don't have children. It looks really good. What can Scorpio expect with the 10 of Cups? I feel like almost like Libra's reading, you want to stop pretending that everything's okay and you actually want things to feel okay and uplifted in your life. You don't want to pretend anymore. You don't want to fake the funk with that 10 of Cups. Tell me more about that 10 of Cups. All right, so there's a lot of thinking about this. You know that life could get better if you make certain moves, and this has been in your head like crazy. You're like, if I do this, then I think life is going to be better for me. You don't know for sure, but you have that. The universe is like directing you, placing your eyesight towards the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's how you feel. You also know it demands sacrifice, okay? We have the Hierophant here. So we have the 9 of Swords. You've been thinking about this a lot, but you also need to take action. Don't just think, do, okay? But you also have the Hierophant, so it requires some type of sacrifice and to be more disciplined. And that is something that maybe you've been very free. You never had to answer to anyone. You never had to be in such a strict routine before. But what I think you will find about it, connected to the 10 of Cups, is that you're going to love that. You're going to love having obedience. You're going to love having structure. You're going to love setting a routine for yourself, becoming very like organized with your life, having a schedule. You're going to love this. This could be the new you. So it is good for you to follow this or go towards it. And last but not least, what you'll also find is justice. So, first and foremost, if you have a legal situation going on, like a divorce or maybe a ticket or maybe an arrest, you can find that something very favorable is going to happen where it does not constrict you. It allows you to be done with that situation and move on with your life. So, whatever, even if you have to suffer consequences, they're going to be easily overcome. It's not something that's going to hold you back. It's allowing you your freedom. The universe wants you to be free. There's a lot of karmic energy coming towards you. You could be getting more luckier. You may find that as you're taking risks or stepping out of your comfort zone, you're succeeding with that justice. Life is going to be much more balanced for you. It's not going to be up and down and all over the place. You're going to feel like you know what's up ahead for you. You can think about your future months and know that things are going to be fine, or you'll be able to handle whatever's thrown your way. Okay, but also apologies and forgiveness is a big thing. There could be some apologies coming through for you. You may be forgiving someone, but you also need to know not to repeat something. Okay, clarify the justice for Scorps. Tell me about justice, how that's unfolding for my Scorpios. There's a lot of order coming into your life. Like you're gonna know what you're doing for the week. You're gonna know how your day is gonna play out. There's not gonna be like spontaneous moments that set you back. There's gonna be less impulsive action coming from you. And I see a lot of order being placed in structure in your life from the universe or from God. Clarify justice. Some of you guys are moving. I just keep getting that. Like lots of moving energy. Moving, moving, moving. This new place is going to be much more grounding for you. You're getting help out of a helpless situation where you felt, that's a star, by the way, when you feel so helpless and you're just needing an out and the universe finally delivers to get you out of that. All right. So you definitely take a part of this opportunity. If you're nervous about relocating or moving, this is the best thing that you could do for yourself to set up your future. I'm just going to keep it real with you. There's so much calmness that you'll have. No more impulsive actions, no more temptations or distractions. You're going to have moving parts and momentum in your life. You know, you're not going to be held back by your circumstances or your environments or connections. This move is going to be really great for you. Now, if it's not you moving somewhere physically, you could just be entering the transition of the Six of Swords, a very transitional period where you're going to have to stay very focused and looking forward and not looking back. Don't repeat things. I know there's an ex that wants to come back that claims that they've changed. Don't believe them. Just stay forward. There's much better up ahead, better options for you. Okay. Let me get you some advice or any words of wisdom that the universe has for you before we end this. Tell me more for Scorpio. Anything else that they need to know during this time? I think the biggest thing here that you're going to realize is you need to change your environment. Something about like the community or environment that you keep revisiting is like harming you. Whether it's like you go to a certain city, it's your stomping grounds, but there's really bad influences there, like bad friends. There's a bad ex who lives down the block. You know, you need to get out of that. And you also need to be so far removed from it that you don't feel tempted to even play games with yourself and go back. You know, months could pass and you may feel like I'm on a good streak, I'm doing well. But then you have that one impulsive thought of like, well, what if I just drive by this person's community, their neighborhood, and then you see them and then you get yourself into that tornado all over again. So I feel like relocation, movement, separating yourself from certain environments will help you to move forward. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, we have sorry, not sorry. Okay, so this is a picture of someone who just got slapped and papped out. And it's like, sorry, but not sorry. Okay, so don't be sorry about having to cut people off, situations off. Don't feel sorry for them. Feel sorry for yourself and get out of the situation. Okay, that's on the bottom of the deck for you. This is funny because I told you about the star, how like your aesthetic is coming back to you and you're going to be glowing. You're going to be so handsome, the most handsome guy on the block, the most beautiful girl on the block. But maybe you haven't been feeling that way lately. Okay, so this one says, don't be fooled by my appearance. My soul is resplendent. So you have resilience about yourself. How people may have seen what you look like right now or what you've been up to is not a reflection of your soul. Okay, you are always able to redeem yourself and have a better outlook and future. And I also feel like, again, with your aesthetics, you're going to feel healthier out of a situation, which allows you to focus on yourself, nurture yourself, which changes your looks in a tremendous way. Not saying that you don't look good now, but you know, the star usually just talks about like getting your aura back, okay? All right, we also have stop doing so much. So this looks like the Seven of Cups. You have all these grand ideas, but you're not able to take the first steps forward. Maybe you're carrying too much on your back. You have too many responsibilities. You need help, or you need to go to some place of refuge, a new community to start fresh. And you need to decide what is going to work for me right now. Sometimes that Seven of Cups talks about doing something. It's your first choice all the time. All the time. Like if you go to an ice cream shop, they have 7 flavors and you usually go with either chocolate or strawberry. But you've done that before and it always turns out to be lackluster. The chocolate makes your throat itch. The strawberry has too many chunks in it. It's kind of gross texture. But instead of choosing that new thing, you keep going back to the things that you know have the same outcome. So that's also with the Seven of Cups energy that this reminds me of. But it also says to allow people to help you during this time. And I feel like that help is coming towards you with that Page of Wands. All right, we have this card. This one says, turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking. So be careful of your impulses. Be careful of what you say, what you do during this time. If you're feeling angry, if you're feeling sad or upset, you know, think about things before you do it. You do not want to get in trouble right now, especially because you have so much like law and order, hierophant, justice energy. This is a time where you will be disciplined if you are not listening or doing something correct. So be careful, you know, and save your breath for people that you want to curse out that just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Save your breath. That movement that you're about to make is going to be everything you need to say. And last but not least, it says, do not regret anything. You know, in life, this is a journey and experience. And sometimes we like to wild out and sometimes we're very obedient. But for the times that we wilded out, we're not going to regret anything because it's part of our journey and it does not define you. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, Scorps. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like the video, comment down below if you have something to say, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video coming out for you very soon. I love you, Scorpio. I believe in you, Scorpio. You got this, Scorpio, and I will speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.